Okay, so when you're talking about UK rap, Nines has to be mentioned. He's been doing his thing for years and he's got a crazy fan base. I feel like he doesn't really follow trends, and that's one of the reasons why he's been so relevant for so many years. He just released his album Crop Circle 2, and I think it's one of the best UK projects to drop this year. I think my favorite track on the album is Tony Soprano 2, which is trending #1 on YouTube right now. So if you're feeling that track, I'm going to show you how to make a similar beat. And speaking of albums, I'm going to be dropping the next single from my album Love and War on Friday the 12th of May. The track's called For Real. It's with my guy Gio, and I'm doing a huge giveaway for anyone that pre-saves the album using the link in the description. It's completely free to pre-save, you don't need to pay for anything, and I'm giving away $300 worth of store credit along with some merch for the album. So if you want to get involved, just click the link now and make sure you leave the email box ticked so I know who's actually entered it. I'll be announcing the winners on Friday the 12th too, over on my Instagram at jcactusmusic. So make sure you check that out and let's get straight into the video. Alright, so Tony Soprano 2 has a BPM of 84 and it's made in F sharp minor. So usually when I'm trying to make something similar, most of the time I'll start off with a similar BPM and a similar key. I'll also use a similar chord progression, but the most important thing is probably the sound selection. That's what's really going to give it a certain vibe. Obviously we don't just want to copy beats, we want to use them as influence. So for this one I'm going to use Analog Lab and see what I can find. I like this preset here. Okay, let's just start off with a chord. Kind of like this chord. I think change the sound though. That's kind of a sick sound. So what I want to do is just take this and copy it and then just bring the bottom note down and maybe one of the others. I like that. Or this one up. We'll copy it again, then bring this down. This could work. Yeah, I'm feeling that. So we'll just copy that over for now. Could leave it like that actually. Then I want to find another sound which has more of a sequence. Yeah, this pad sounds kind of sick. We could even pitch this one up an octave. And then with the first sound, I want to warp it a bit. So I'm going to use Portal. Try this fishbowl preset first. And then I think add a second layer with something else. I like the swoosh preset. I'm just going to bring down the mix. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. And then I think some delay. So we'll set it to like 4. Yeah, ping pong mode too. There we go. Okay, I'm going to copy that one more time. And then we'll find some kind of synth keys again. I like the sound of these strings actually. It sounds sick. That could be a layer for one section anyway. Just going to take some lows out the strings though. Okay, so I'm liking the start, but I really want to warp this sound. So what I'm going to do is first pitch everything up by 3. And I'm also going to double the length. So I'm just going to hit Control and A and then drag this out here. And you'll see why. So if I do the same for each one. Okay, so I've got everything the same now. We'll render each one by clicking down here and then Alt and R. So basically what I've done is doubled the length of each one. But now I'm going to bring them back. Just because you get more of a warp sound when you play with the audio rather than the MIDI files. Then I can set each of them to stretch and then bring them back down 300%. Let's see what this sounds like now. Just gives it a bit of a different texture. Let's see what else we can do. So I'm going to send everything to the same boss. Maybe add some halftime. Alright, maybe not halftime, but I'm going to pitch it up 3 again. I think I could add halftime to those plucks. Yeah, I'm feeling that. And then in some parts the strings can be down an octave too. Like that. Alright, I'm going to take some lows out too. Then we definitely need a sub bass in there. And there's actually a sick one in my Aurora Analog Lab bank we could use. It is a drill bank, but the sounds work for other genres too. I think this one. So it should be like this. Yeah. We'll copy that over. And then another note up here. Let's route that to an empty channel. Let's try this one as well though. This one's sick. Yeah, that might be better. Alright, next up I want to add some vocals. So I'm going to make it easy and use Arcade. Some new banks as well, so we might as well check them out. So yeah, these ones sound kind of sick, but they're a bit stretched. But I kind of like it because I can do the same effect and double time them. So let's just see, we'll add this in. And I'm not looking for phrases, I'm just looking for just something like that. Let's just try this. So again, send it to an empty mixer. We'll render this one and then just speed it up. And I can move some of them as well. And then for the vocal, I've just got one of my usual mixing chains on. So there's just an EQ to filter it, a little alter boy to bring up the format. It's going to make it sound a bit higher without changing the key. Some delay and then reverb. I think that sounds hard. Still a lot of space for drums and vocals. I like this vocal too though. This one sounds sick. I could even just stretch that out. And then just shorten the first one, like here. But I'm also going to go to the mixer and turn all of the reverb off and the delay too. It sounds a bit slow and stretched, but I don't mind because I'm also going to render this one and then just double time this too so it matches that warp vibe, and then do the same thing. We'll drag this back, but I'll bring this back here. Let's try it with that same vocal chain. See, I like that too. Right, I'm liking the way everything's sounding so far, so I'm going to go ahead and add some drums and then see if I've got any space left. I might end up adding a lead or something like that. For drums, I'm going to use my Trap Lords kit, and for the snare, I usually like to use this beef one. And I know the actual track is 84 BPM, but I think this one needs to be sped up. Yeah, about there. Let's get a hat in as well. And this essential hat is my favorite too. We're just going to fill each two-step. We'll copy that over, bring the velocity down just a little bit. Yeah, and then bring everything up. Then we can just add some rolls. I like to roll into snares. Sometimes on the snares too. So yeah, let's copy that over. I'm also going to move them a little bit off grid just by bringing up this shift knob here. This adds a little bit more bounce. And then we'll get the overkill kick in. The simple pattern. And then a couple ghost notes here. Or fillers, whatever you want to call them. Just needs to be a simple bounce because someone like Nines has a slow flow and a lot of punchlines, so you really want to hear the words. Even that. And then we could just add one more here. Just something to keep your head nodded. And then we could grab a second snare to add more bounce. Usually for that type of thing, I'll go with this gunner snare. Just somewhere like this. Or that. And then just one more at the end here. Yeah, just simple. Okay, we could grab an open hat as well. We'll grab this circus one. Try here. And just to make it cleaner, I set it to cut itself. And then we can add a second note after just to make sure it cuts. See where we could add another one. Maybe somewhere like here. Yeah, I'm thinking there. I think I could add one more perk. Something like this. Just in one section. I could pan these a bit too. And then we just got some delay on there. Really, the beat doesn't need much more than that, but the way you can keep it interesting is with the arrangement, so we'll do that now. So yeah, we'll just bring everything in, copy it across. We'll take the drums out of the intro and take this out too. And with the vocals, I think we'll pitch those down an octave. Yeah, same with this one. Then I think save this perk and the open hat and then cut everything here. And And then in this part, you can make the strings unique and bring those back up an octave. Now that they're up an octave, I'm not really feeling them because I can already imagine a rapper on this and I think that would just mess with the vocals too much. I don't know, I think that string might be messing with the vibe. I think I do just prefer it like this. I can just hear vocals a bit more easier on this. I'll have a bit of a breakdown. And then just cut the drums on the snare. Same with the bass. One thing I forgot though is that we had halftime on the pluck, so maybe that could separate the hook. So yeah, we have halftime on until the hook. Let's try this. That could work, and then it comes back on here. Yeah, there we go. Just a subtle change, but I wanted something with higher energy to be where the hook is. And then I think here we could bring the vocals down an octave. Leave that out. Saving tons of space. Now in the actual nines track, in one part a piano comes in and I think it sounds sick, so I'm going to try that here. We'll just use addictive keys for now and then we could change it after. So I'm just going to take the MIDI we used, strum these as well. Get rid of that. I think same here. I'm going to pitch that up an octave, maybe change a few notes or add a couple. Then double up the bass notes. Let's try this piano instead. I think even down an octave though. Just that. But yeah, I'm just gonna get some RC20 on this one as well. Just the vinyl 3 preset, my favorite one. But I'm gonna pitch the piano up 3 and then bring it back down 3 just to match the warp sound. Just subtle changes, but it makes a difference. Just take the bass out of that piano too. And then I think for the last one, I'm just going to make the piano unique, reverse it, and then just take some of the notes. And I think bring this one up an octave. Just turn it down a bit too. Yeah, it sounds hard. So yeah, I think the piano fits perfect there. I bring it across here. And then in this section, maybe I could take the sub bass out, give that a break, and then bring the bass of the piano back. So yeah, I'm just going to turn the EQ off in this part because this will be more of a bridge. So we'll take some percs out as well. I think the vocals too. Then just cut all the drums. Don't really know if I'm feeling the transition between the piano and then the hook. Let's try something else. Let's copy these over instead. See how this loops. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Alright, so let's have a listen from the beginning. And I've actually brought in the acapella from Tony Soprano 2 just to see if it works. So just a really short intro for this one. Straight into it.
I just put a ton on the back of a truck. Me and Midgie should've won the cannabis cup. I ain't put no plaques on my wall yet.
Vocal sounds sick on this beat.
I send them packs to your doorstep. In this music scene, I'm legendary. Rap's always been secondary.
And then I cut the drums here to match his vocal.
Don't be talking packs round Siri and Alexa. Free the gang, I can't forget my celly.
So there's not many layers to the melody, but you can see how it sounds complete now with his acca.
I did hate when got talent in jars like Simon Cowell. I was in Cali round the neck like a bow tie. Kush God, bitch, I'm the most high. I see these rappers acting holy, but they was out.
Yeah, now we're bringing the piano.
We was catching bodies. I ain't a tough guy, I always make everybody laugh. I can spit on my bars, wearing a polygraph. Rap stars still making pounds fly up.
Now the bridge.
To a straight like ivory from how high you the shot.
So if you want to see me cook up more UK rap, click up here. Or if you want to see me make a beat around the acapella, click up here.
My money on packs, I was literally weighing up my options. They say they gun spit, they ain't never done shit. Just landed the runs, about to roll a trumpet. She wants a man with pee, but that bitch poor. That's why I'm in a crib hiding keys at the jigsaw. Still got food on the curb. with his half moon. I don't mean do not disturb. Came alone, could've brought an army.